with NFL Network now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Rams quarterback Jared Goff had thumb surgery on his throwing hand and hopes to be back for the playoffs, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. John Wolford will start against Arizona in the season finale. The Cardinals are hopeful that quarterback Kyler Murray can play Sunday, following a leg injury suffered against the 49ers. Arizona clinches a playoff berth with a win against the Rams Sunday. Dwayne Haskins was released by the Washington football team after less than 2 seasons. In a tweet, Haskins vowed to be a better man and a better player. As for who will start in Sunday's must-win game against the Eagles, head coach Ron Rivera saying he's hopeful Alex Smith will return from a calf injury. Washington takes the NFC East with a win. The Bills beat the Patriots 38-9 on Monday night. Josh Allen threw 4 touchdowns. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio.
The NFL family is committed to conversations and actions that advance social justice and move us towards a more equal and just tomorrow. The NFL created Inspired to reduce barriers to opportunity and create progress in police community relations, criminal justice reform, education, and economic advancement. Join NFL players, clubs, and the league in ensuring that access to opportunity is a reality for all. It takes all of us to end racism and hate. Learn more at NFL.com/inspirechange.
Hindsight is 2020. 2020 was a brutal year with a lot we couldn't control. Pandemic, economy, unemployment. What can we control? Our job, our career. In 2020, My Computer Career helped more people start IT careers than ever. Don't look back with 2020 hindsight next year and see that 2020 job. Take control. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
And we are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXOL Centro, California. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
It's another beautiful day.
It certainly is.
A full moon last night, and this morning on my way in, that full with the cloud cover over the mountains, just a spectacular sight.
You don't get to see it too often, so.
Not really, no. But it was pretty spectacular. Usually, I get to see the sunrise off on the, to the east. But, with winter here, the sunrise is a little bit later.
And there was a little bit of snow in the mountains, I understand, up on Sunrise Highway.
Yes. Some snow up in the higher elevations, some rain, and idiots on the roadway between here and San Diego yesterday.
They had some snow in Julian also, I understand.
Oh, you mean I can't get my apple pie?
You can probably get your frozen apple pie.
Okie dokie.
For sure, so you can keep it fresh.
We'll put that on our list.
But yeah, I guess that happened yesterday, and you only could go up the Sunrise Highway with chains. I know people find that hard to believe, but it happens pretty regularly.
Yes, it does. The highway right now is open, light wind, and no issues.
No issues. All right. Well, that's good.
Let's look back. Hey, we're not done with 2020 yet, but let's look back.
KXO Radio, a look back at the year that was. A year in your ear.
Joe Biden placed 4th in Iowa, in New Hampshire, but then
South Carolina.
Black voters helped put the former VP on top.
We've won big because of you.
COVID severely curtailed the campaign activities of the Democrat standard bearer.
The pandemic is getting worse, not better.
While Mr. Biden spoke from his home studio, President Trump continued barnstorming.
The rally was incredible.
2020 saw the nation's first virtual conventions.
And this election...
From the White House South Lawn, Mr. Trump warned a Biden victory would mean an end to American greatness.
That won't happen.
A nasty first debate followed.
The radical left. Would you shut up, man?
For months, the president made baseless accusations about absentee balloting.
It's a rigged election. It's the only way we're going to lose.
Election night became election week.
Frankly, we did win this.
But he didn't. Joe Biden decisively won the popular vote and a clear majority in the Electoral College. Stephen Portnoy, CBS News.
A year in your ear.
From KXO Radio.
Well, we're going to check up on some birthdays today. Let's celebrate our big shot birthdays. Remember the TV show Benson, the statuesque blonde that was the foil for Benson? Actress Inga Swenson is 88 today. Actor John Voight, 82. Singer Marianne Faithfull, 74. Ted Danson, 73. Singer, actor Yvonne Elliman is 69. Actress Patricia Clarkson, 61. Paula Poundstone, 61. Actor Michael Cudlitz is 56. Actor Jason Gould, 54. Actor Kevin Weissman, 50. Actor Jude Law, 48. Actor Maria Diesla is 46. Actor Mackay Pfeiffer is 46. Actor Sean Hotassi is 45. Actor Catherine Monin is 44. Actor Alison Brie is 38. Actor Lane De Kesteker is 33. Actor Jane Levy is 31. We've got little birthdays coming up.
The coronavirus is affecting everyone.
Must wear face coverings when out.
What do I do?
What are you going to do?
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
What are you going to do?
A concert, school, having dinner with friends.
Take better care of each other.
Support local shops and stores. Offering more help to others.
This should be over soon.
Here's our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Ernie Calderon, Rosa Jimenez, Mayan, Herb Arispe, Gary Shelton, Frank Dyson, Andrew Grooms, Vicente Godino, Mario Molina, Mitch Selking, Sabrina Martinez, Crystal Galvez, Nacho Bercerto, Christopher Cota, Sylvia Tatum, Tony Velez, Modubois, Steve Esperanza, Johnny Juarez, D'Angelo Singh, and my daughter, Amy Lonis, all celebrating birthdays today. Okay, happy birthday to everybody. Happy birthday to Amy in Omaha, where it is snowing.
I'll bet.
Yes.
Yes, sirree, I'll bet.
It's tough. Okay, Amy has 4 kids. Amy and Tim, her husband, and Emily Ann is a junior at University of Nebraska, Lincoln. And then we've got 1 in high school, 1 in middle school, and 1 in elementary school, and Amy is homeschooling.
Oh, she needs a few more things to do.
Yeah, I suppose. Anyway, and the kids are thriving.
They usually do.
Yes. Okay, they sure do miss the socialization, though.
Oh, and I can imagine. That is definitely something that parents, grandparents, and that's one of the top items that they're talking about.
Yep.
It's a shame.
Yep. Okay. Anyway, we've got all sorts of things coming up. Anything new in your world that we should know about?
No, it's a Tuesday, you know. We made it here to begin the day, so.
Yes. Starting off a beautiful day, and there were a few sprinkles around, but nothing that amounted to anything.
Yeah, that just suits me perfect. No rain. Go away and come another day. A long time from now.
Yeah. Let's jump in with some news then. We've got to look at world and California news headlines to begin with. It is brought to you by your friends and neighbors at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
CBS News Brief. New COVID cases careening out of control.
It's both a reality and a nightmare. LA County COVID numbers are getting worse. There are 7,181 COVID-19 patients in hospitals right now, the most ever. There are 1,449 COVID-19 patients in intensive care right now, the most ever. Health officials say hospitals don't have the staff, the equipment, or the room needed to care for the flood of sick people.
KCBS TV's Lori Perez. 1 in 1,000 Americans now dead of COVID-19, only 2 million vaccinated.
You have to build in that there are going to be hitches in this process, and we're already seeing it in the first couple of weeks getting started. I think the realistic picture is to expect that it could be fall before enough people are being vaccinated that we're getting back to normal, and that it might be summer before the general public is really accessing the vaccine.
Biden advisor Dr. Atul Gawande as the death toll nears 335,000. CBS News Brief. I'm Vicki Barker.
Whatever the weather brings this winter, you can rely on a York Affinity Premium system to keep your home warm and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bills. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat. Every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States, backed by industry-leading warranties. Affordable financing options are available. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system. York, install confidence. Contractor's license 696-216.
California headline news. Governor Gavin Newsom announced Monday food and farm workers are being added to the list of people who will get priority to receive the COVID-19 vaccine.
That's been there from the beginning of this pandemic. That's paid a huge price in terms of impact, in terms of spread, in terms of mortality, and associated health costs since the beginning of this pandemic. So they will be prioritized.
The governor also announced the majority of the state is now seeing a decline in hospital admissions. At Huntington Memorial Hospital in Pasadena, officials are now preparing to prioritize patients who are most likely to survive. This doctor says overflow tents may not be enough to prevent that from happening.
It really is the opposite of what our training is to try to triage patients and say this one is likely to survive, this one is not.
And finally, California is now testing patients for the new strain of COVID-19 that is more contagious. However, UC Davis Dr. Stuart Cohen says it's not a matter of if the new strain will come to the state, but a matter of when. Stu Clausen, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. They keep you warm and toasty in the chilly mornings, and when you hear the forecast, it's going to get chilly for the rest of the week. And by the way, they'll keep you cool in the summer.
You and Buddy are enjoying your walk when...
Yeah, I smell that too. I know, don't blame it on the dog. I hear that hissing too. Maybe it's a cat.
No, dude. A sulfur-like odor and hissing can be signs of a natural gas leak. Natural gas lines can be buried anywhere. If you suspect a leak, leave immediately and call 911 and Southwest Gas.
Thanks, deep voice narrator.
You're welcome, dude. You too, buddy.
Whether you're a pro on the job site or managing properties, clean and safe is your #1 priority. And Lowe's has the pro-grade cleaning supplies you need. We go beyond the basics, bringing you commercial cleaning from top brands like Clorox, Zep, and Rubbermaid, and in larger sizes, so you can take on any cleaning job, knowing you have the quantity you need. Shop Lowe'sForPros.com and have your items delivered, or pick up in store. Lowe's, the new home for pros. U.S. only.
It's page one of the local news, page one of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 2 locations in the Valley, one in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, the other on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
Well, it's Tuesday morning. It's time to take a look at the latest in local news. County Public Health releases the latest update for COVID-19. They say there are currently 176 COVID-19 patients hospitalized in Imperial County, down 9 from the previous report. The report indicates there are currently 4 ICU beds available in the county. New cases per day, per 100,000 population is now 88.33. The positivity rate is at 31.32%. Deaths resulting from COVID-19 are still at 406. There are currently 1,811 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. She'll say another surge could follow the holidays. Residents are wear face coverings, maintain social distancing, and avoid gathering outside your household. They say that it is the only way to control the spread of the virus right now. In other local news, the Imperial Valley businesses can learn about 2 new California COVID-19 labor laws. The Imperial Valley Business Recovery Task Force, the Imperial County Public Health Department, and Cal OSHA will present webinars that feature labor law, health, and environmental services experts. The labor laws to be addressed are AB 685 and SB 1159. AB 685 addresses requirements for COVID-19 outbreaks in the workplace, while SB 1159 addresses reporting requirements and workers' compensation-related issues resulting from COVID-19 illnesses. The program's goal is to engage businesses and help them find balance between physical and economic health in the community. First webinar will begin today, and there will be 2 additional ones, January the 7th and the 21st. There is no cost for participating businesses. More information available on the Imperial Valley Business Recovery Task Force website. KXO News Time 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro suggest the works. The works, including tire rotation and pressure check, brake inspection, fluid top-off, battery test, filter check, belts and hoses check, and synthetic blend oil change with up to 6 quarts of motor plus oil. You can't beat the works. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in Brawley and El Centro, ready to serve.
The president signs appropriations and coronavirus relief legislation. It's more than appropriate and coronavirus relief. The legislation contains unemployment, military funding to keep the government in operation, and more. Some of that more include several provisions to drive federal action at the Salton Sea. The legislation advances key SSA efforts to increase federal investment in the Salton Sea region. While the federal government has significance in the Salton Sea, it has not been a major funding partner in state and local revitalization efforts. The new legislation includes an important new Water Resources Development Act that authorizes the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to conduct a feasibility study of the Salton Sea Perimeter Lake. The study is a prerequisite to obtaining significant Corps construction funding for the Perimeter Lake, an integral part of the State of California's Salton Sea Management Program 10-year plan. For more information on the legislation, contact the SSA Executive Director, General Manager G. Patrick O'Dowd. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
It's page 2 of the local news and in-depth weather. It is all brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. You can see David, you can see Jose. You can get answers to your questions about life insurance, health insurance, and retirement planning.
Continuing with more local news, the Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors will meet today. Here's more on this story.
The special meeting's open session begins at 1 this afternoon. Items on the agenda include a revision of the board's governance manual in regards to agenda planning. Meeting will be held in the IID Auditorium on Broadway in Centro. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
An attempt to smuggle 25 pounds of meth through the Border Patrol checkpoint on Highway 78 near Blythe on Christmas Day was foiled by a canine who wasn't taking the holiday off. Border Patrol agents encountered a Cadillac sedan as it traveled through the checkpoint at approximately 3:30 p.m. on Friday. Agents referred the vehicle to secondary inspection area following a canine alert. During a search of the vehicle, agents discovered 10 vacuum-sealed packages that contained a total of 25 pounds of meth, worth approximately $62,000. Agents also found a 9mm handgun that contained a loaded 15-round magazine, about 50 grams of marijuana, and several pieces of drug paraphernalia. Agents arrested the vehicle occupants, 3 U.S. Citizens from Oklahoma, and seized the drugs, firearms, paraphernalia, and the vehicle. Rosie Blankenship is retiring. In fact, it's today. Here's more in this story.
It is this week. In fact, it's tomorrow. She has served as County Public Administrator and Area Agency on Aging Director since 2017. Blankenship filled the position following the retirement of Norma Sycon. Blankenship will retire herself on Wednesday, tomorrow, December 30th. She joined the County of Imperial in 2013 as the Assistant Public Administrator, Area Agency on Aging Assistant Director. Chairman of the Board of Supervisors, Luis Plancarte, thanked Rosie Blankenship for her leadership, commitment, innovation, and above all, the love that she put into her job serving the public. Plancarte said it is very, very evident that all she accomplished came from her heart. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And I stand corrected. It is tomorrow that Rosie retires. We don't want to hurry it up, Rosie. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurance.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, a low-pressure system will continue to move through the region today, bringing breezy and much cooler conditions. Cold air and dry weather will move in behind this system, with low temperatures dropping into the mid to upper 30s for the Imperial and Yuma Valleys Wednesday through Saturday, with Thursday mostly the coldest morning. High temperatures each day will stay near or a bit below seasonal normal. Dry conditions are expected Wednesday into early next week. 66 our high yesterday, 48 the low. Sunny today with a high near 64. North-northwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 40. Northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Wednesday will be sunny with a high near 67. Northwest wind 5 to 10 an hour, becoming east-northeast in the afternoon. 47 degrees, Santan, 74% relative humidity, wind out of the west-northwest 3 to 5 miles an hour. Air quality throughout the Imperial Valley right now is good. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Don't just be employed, be essential with training from CET. At the Center for Employment Training, you can start any day with open enrollment. Train for essential careers like construction and truck driving. Go to cetweb.edu. Financial aid is available for those who qualify, and we offer job placement assistance to graduates. All programs can be completed in under a year based on attendance. Go to cetweb.edu or call 760-592-0208 for CET. We work for your future.
It's sports time. What's going on in the world of sports? Well, Monday Night Football, I'm sorry, Bill Belichick, you just don't have much of a team this year. You could have won without Tom Brady if you had a defense. Buffalo blew out the Patriots 38-9. Our final Sunday night game of the year coming up tonight. Makes sense, doesn't it? It will be the Washington football team against the Philadelphia Eagles. Washington, who's going to be playing quarterback? Well, The Washington team released Dwayne Haskins Jr., and, maybe Alex Smith will be ready. Maybe not. It's a must-win game against the Eagles, and, Washington kind of looking for a quarterback. The Los Angeles Rams will be without quarterback Jared Goff against the Arizona Cardinals on Sunday. Goff underwent surgery yesterday to stabilize a broken right thumb. And, the Rams will go with John Wolford, who's never appeared in an NFL game since he went undrafted out of Wake Forest 2 years ago. The Rams got to beat the Cardinals to move on.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialists. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection. Water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789 or 344-2533 in the North End. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
Taking a look at the NBA action, Hawks, they hammered the Piz 128-120. Grizzlies in overtime topped the Nets 111. Jazz nipped the Thunder 110-109. Nuggets over the Rockets 124-111. Trailblazers beat the Lakers 115-107. And the 7th college football playoff series kicks off Friday. Number 1, Alabama, facing number 4, Notre Dame in Arlington, Texas. Number 2, Clemson will battle number 3, Ohio State in New Orleans. Oh, the Padres making big news. Yeah, the Padres have signed Yu Darvish from the Chicago Cubs. So the Padres moving in with Blake Snell. They picked him up from the Rays. And Yu Darvish, they picked him up from the Cubs. It's costing them some minor league stars. But, hey, they've got some proven firepower there. And the Padres added another big name to their offseason roster. They signed Korean star infielder Hae-Sung Kim. Kim is a shortstop. Yeah, let's see what happens with him and the Padres. That's it for Sports Time. Stick around. We've got financial news coming up. El Centro Motors can help your family make holiday joy with their end-of-the-year deals. Drive a new Ford F-150, the best-selling vehicle anywhere. Or try the style and luxury of the Ford Expedition. And of course, the rugged Explorer that takes you where you want to go. And how about 0% financing for 60 months on a 20 Ford F-150 and $2,000 trade assist with your qualified trade-in?
Excludes Raptor. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for qualifications and details.
Hi, Mike Morris here from El Centro Motors. So remember, if you don't come see me first, I can't save you any money. It's just that easy.
Now is the time to buy vehicle at El Centro Motors. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you this morning by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here. Right now, the markets continue to soar. The Dow Jones Industrials up 23 points at 30,430. S&P 500 up 6.5 at 3,741. And the NASDAQ up 4 at 12,901. Gold up $2.80 an ounce, while oil is up 56 cents a gallon. And U.S. stocks closed at record highs yesterday after President Trump signed the pandemic stimulus deal. That deal included $600 checks for Americans. The House of Representatives yesterday passed a measure to increase the stimulus checks for people under a certain income level to $2,000. The bill now at the Senate, where it faces an uncertain future. Representative Kevin Brady, a Republican from Texas, laid out the rationale for opposing the larger payments in a post on Twitter. The checks, he argued, would do nothing to help local businesses and get people back to work. The coronavirus pandemic has affected many businesses in the Imperial Valley. The Small Business Development Center and Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation are here to help. They can assist with disaster loans and other financing, guidance on establishing a safe workplace, workforce concerns, and additional referrals. For virtual counseling services, call the Small Business Development Center, 760-312-9800. Se habla español. For more information on business resources, visit ibedc.com. We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 64. North-northwest wind 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 40. Northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tomorrow sunny with a high near 67. Northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then turning out of the east-northeast in the afternoon. And right now downtown we have 47 degrees, 74% relative humidity. 8 between here and San Diego, open, no issues. And financial news and the weather brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
A mom's advice is scientifically proven to be right. If mom says,
stay away from that boy, or you'll see,
there's a 99% chance that boy will break your heart. A mom is right 99% of the time. That's why she's telling you to stay away this holiday. Listen to her. COVID-19 has killed over 20,000 Californians so far. Learn more at lovemeansstayingaway.org. Brought to you by the Center at Sierra Health Foundation.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
Your home for original reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Hospitals have just set a new record for coronavirus patients. There are more than 121,000 being treated in the U.S. today. In Los Angeles, they're dealing with oxygen shortages. Some hospitals are turning away ambulances. Correspondent Carter Evans is in Pasadena.
Dr. Robert Kim Farley is a UCLA epidemiologist.
In the hospital now, is that still the Thanksgiving surge?
Yes, that's the reality of it. I think that we're in for still a big viral wildfire.
California is expected to extend lockdown orders for another 3 weeks. The CDC says more than 11 million doses of vaccine have been shipped, but so far only about 2 million people have been inoculated. Atul Gawande is a member of President-elect Biden's COVID advisory board. He tells CBS this morning,
if there are ingredient shortages to make the vaccines, then we will invoke the Defense Production Act if necessary to generate the ingredients needed. If this is a problem of distribution, then we're going to need to understand where the bottlenecks are.
500 doses of Moderna's vaccine have been wasted at Aurora Hospital near Milwaukee. KMOV TV's Brendan Cullerton.
They lost 50 vials as a result of unintended human error. The vials were not replaced in the refrigerator after temporarily being removed to access other items.
Human error, which is going to happen in any process.
Aurora's statement added, after successfully vaccinating about 17,000 team members, we are clearly disappointed and regret this happened.
The Senate could vote today on increasing COVID relief checks from $600 to $2,000. The House passed the measure overwhelmingly, despite President Trump's urging. Republicans in the Senate have been opposed. Boeing 737 MAX has just taken off, carrying its first paying passengers since the model was grounded following 2 fatal crashes. The plane's software has since been redesigned. Correspondent Chris Van Cleve says nervous passengers do have options.
American plans to start slow with just 1 trip a day from Miami to New York and back.
MAX flights will be identified at booking, and passengers can change to a different aircraft without a fee.
American Airlines Flight 718 scheduled to land at LaGuardia Airport in a couple of hours. Designer Pierre Cardin has died. CBS's Elaine Cobb looks back.
He made his name by upending fashion styles in the 1960s and 70s, putting women in bubble dresses and futuristic spacesuits. In 1978, Pierre Cardin was the first Frenchman to open a business in communist China. Cardin was also a savvy businessman and successfully licensed his brand name.
Pierre Cardin was 98. The Dow is up 8 points. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
Is finding the clothes that you love in just the right fit and size an overwhelming task? Experience a new way to shop with Stitch Fix. Our experts hand-select pieces so you can get the ease of personal styling from the convenience of home. Every piece is curated just for you, for staying home or on the go in your unique style. With Stitch Fix, there's never any subscription required, and it's delivered right to your door. Get started today at StitchFix.com. Stitch Fix, your style delivered.
It's time for some straight talk. Look, if your wireless bill is growing out of control, guess what? Scissors beat paper every time. So cut your bill in half with Straight Talk Wireless. For just $45 a month, get 25 gigs of high-speed data for half the cost of big carriers, all on America's largest and most dependable network, with no contract. And for some holiday cheer, get the Samsung Galaxy A21 for just $99, with even more in store and online. Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart and Walmart.com.
Savings may vary. See straighttalk.com.
The Manhattan District Attorney's Office says it's investigating a physical confrontation between a white woman and a black teenager. The incident in a hotel lobby was caught on camera. CBS's Nikki Baptiste.
Are you kidding me?
Musician Keon Harold says he and his son Keon Jr. had just exited the elevator when they were confronted by this unidentified woman in the hotel lobby.
This lady was, irate and, literally just suggested that my son has somehow acquired herself, which is, ridiculous. We literally never seen this lady.
Please get my phone back. I cannot not have my phone. Harold said he was told by the hotel that the woman's phone was returned by an Uber driver shortly afterward.
From the Twitterverse, Lizzo dances in a purple lingerie to classical piano music. The body normative star recently criticized for going on a 10-day juice cleanse. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Danger, excitement, mustaches. It's time for another episode
with Carroll Buckley, AM 1230 KXO.